A lot of you guys think that strategy competitions test your ability to plan, and only that. But I'm going to explain to you why it's so much more than you may think, and the categories that we're testing for, and what Dominion is actually supposed to help you with. So in this video, I'm going to explain the categories and the actual structure of the exam and the rules. So if you already know what the rules are and you understand it, feel free to skip ahead to the categories. And obviously there's more categories than the ones that we'll describe, but this is a general overview of the main ones that we're looking for. So Power IQ's second exam is a 14-day territory war within the server, which will consist of 12 different territories with 4 tiers of value. And the groups will compete across multiple different rounds, earning points for every territory they hold when each round closes. And every result is decided by a memo that they submit in private. And within that memo, they will describe their methodology and the predictions using logic to assume where the other teams will be and claim the land for themselves. They have the opportunity to buy weapons to basically use the entire terrain to their advantage. But everything has to be on the memo, and whoever's memo fares up better compared to each other will be awarded the logistics of what they have written. But essentially, it's people competing over territories by using memos and by using methodology. So now I'm going to cover what exact categories or the main categories this competition is examining. So the first category this exam is actually trying to test is abductive reasoning, which is your capacity to move from incomplete information to the most likely explanation and commit to it within the writing. So every memo requires you to name who you think is coming for the same territory and how you're going to beat them before you can verify anything. So if your reasoning is accurate, your position will actually hold and you will win the territory. But if your position or your memo is incorrect, you spent the entire round solving a problem that never existed. You basically took a shot in the dark and you missed so badly. And now you're going to suffer the consequences. So the exam is just very consequential on who has the better ability to make predictions. Obviously, there's an aspect of randomness, but that randomness can be accounted for by multiple different methods, which we will explain soon. I don't want to give you guys all the solutions, so I'm going to try to keep it a little bit vague. So the second category we are testing is adversity capacity. Your ability to continue functioning without having any feedback. So when the results drop on the third day, when the round ends, you'll find out who won, but you won't understand why. And you won't understand why someone had the stronger memo. We'll give it to you at the end, so it's fair, but you'll only receive the outcome during the actual game. So whatever was wrong in your reasoning will carry over to the next round without you understanding what went wrong. And your ability to come back from that is going to be extremely important. The exam will measure specifically whether you can recalibrate under these conditions where it may not be so clear what even happened, and whether the absence of the explanation will cause your entire model to degrade and you to just give up. And this is probably what makes it more of a direct test instead of social intelligence, especially what we're going to get into now. The elimination system. It's a test of theory of mind, essentially. Your capacity to model another person's beliefs, their intentions, and their decision patterns will be extremely important. You have to predict not only what they'll do, but who will be there. Because any group can attempt to eliminate a specific player by naming them and the territory that they believe the player is at. If all conditions are correct, the elimination will be confirmed and that player is out for the entire game, which grants the team a huge debuff. So landing an elimination will mean that your model of the specific person was accurate enough to stake an entire round on before you could even verify anything at all. So like you've been tracking how they've been moving from territory to territory and what they're prioritizing. All of these aspects are very important within the exam. So missing means that your profiling was incorrect, and now every group watching will know exactly how you were reading that person and how you got it all wrong. Now, the reason for this competition, I'll explain how we can apply it into real life. Most people think, how can I even apply a war game to real life? There's many principles, and I'll tell you why. The war is simply a symbol for conflict. Whether it be between business to business or person to person, these entire principles measure up in real life. For example, theory of mind. It's extremely important to understand how another person thinks and what's going on in their mind, to understand what exact principles or factors are processing through a certain person's mind and how they'll react, because conflict is not necessarily about beating the other person, but reaching a mutual agreement. And that's the most of the hint I'll give you within this video, because I don't really want to spoil the whole game for everyone or the purpose. I want to let you guys play it and figure out what you guys want to do. So this is the second Power IQ exam, and I hope you guys have fun, because I will definitely have fun watching you all. If you want to participate in upcoming competitions, feel free to join the server. It's completely free, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.